How many times have I told you in my videos since 2010, if you've been following since 2010, that the only way you go after a black man is accuse him of a sex crime or a murder? And right now, we got Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax being accused of sexual assault. Now, we've all been critical of Roland Martin at some point, but I watched a show where he had Joe was it Joe? It was I forget his last name. They call him the Eagle. I can't, brother got the podcast stuff. You see him on MSNBC and rolling every now and then. And then you had this sister who's, I think, a Democratic strategist. Then you had this black man who was a lawyer. And then you had this other sister who's a PR representative, lawyer, or something like that. And they was talking about Justin Fairfax. And the sister, the Democratic strategist, like, well, he needs to resign, cause of court of public opinion, blah, 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 blah. Then his brother, who's a lawyer, said, yeah, he should resign, step away from it, then fight. And then Joe said, he has daughters. And he's pointing out, and I think Joe wanted to come out and say, he said, I don't think that this is what it truly is. But he was hesitant about going there, and I peeped it. Roland can barely speak. Larry Giants stop crazy question. I think Roland don't believe it now. Don't believe it. But see, Roland and some of these other people over the years, since this Bill Cosby thing really blew up, and all these black men started every week getting the perk walk in front of the cameras and everything, are starting to see a pattern of black men being taken down just by hearsay. And the National Organization of Women, who usually are silent on certain things, saying that he needs to step down. You have that Hispanic dude running for president, Castro, whatever his name is, telling about, I believe the woman that said that she was assaulted. Now, Roland brought up something that I have been bringing up and others have been bringing up. If this happened 2004 or whatever year these incidents have happened with these women, why don't you wait until the guy, like he's about to advance somewhere? And she said something. Joe and Roland fixated on that part. They said she admitted when she said, I saw him like he's about to become governor, I had to say something. But Roland said, where was she at when he was running for other offices? And Joe, like he said, something it just don't seem right. And the one sister was taken up for brother, said that if I would take a lie detector test, I'll need them to show proof. Because she was basically saying that this is becoming too easy just to say a man did something on hearsay. But half the Democrats are saying, well, he got to go. Because the white guy, I forget his name right now. You don't Saturday Live bounce, but y'all forget how y'all did Connors. Y'all ignore Connors, John Conyers, but you worried about that white guy with I can't think of his name. One blank right now. Wearing the glasses. Now white people are mad because which we should be mad as that white woman in Fox that made a big deal out of something, and then the media across the board jumped down on that white. I can't think of that white in Minnesota, the senator. But the thing is that you want this brother to fall on his sword, and there's no evidence. This supposedly happened 2004. So you mean 2004 there was no rape kits? You couldn't go to the police, and they keep using this talking point. Nobody would have believed us. You don't know if you didn't try. If you tried and people didn't believe, then I understand it. But you never went and told anybody. They said she never told a soul. So all of a sudden, 2017, they said they see him rising, and she went to a newspaper. And Posey said, yeah, he did this in the newspaper, investigated, they couldn't find anything. So when Lieutenant Governor brought it up, the newspaper didn't want to get caught up in it, so they turned around and said, "Oh, we didn't say this," and I'm like, And see what it is? It's somebody on the right. It is somebody on the left or right don't like the idea that the white governor got to step down, or they damn sure want a black man to replace him. They don't want a black governor in the United States. They'll take a Hindu. They'll take a Hispanic. But they don't want a black governor. They damn sure don't want an Asian governor, so-called Asian. What I mean by Asian, I'm talking about Chinese, Japanese, Korean. I ain't talking about the so-called Indian. Bobby Jindal, Nikki Haley, they cool with them because those were replacements. Those were replacements. And y'all heard me mention before. But the thing is that this sister, I had said in the video, I thought it could have been a white woman. I used this to gain white woman play, but I said this very could have been a sister, and I stand corrected. It is a sister, so I want to apologize. I mentioned that commentary that I said more than likely a white woman. No, I was wrong. It was a black woman. She pulling Anita Hill. You're gonna wait until this guy gets to a certain position. Now we know Clarence Thomas is a handkerchief. He's an Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom. I mean a Sambo. Excuse me. But if you go back and look at it, Anita Hill waited till the moment. Oh, he got from. Now you're gonna say something. To me, they look suspicious. They look like you got a motive. This man had been on TV. All of a sudden, now you come out when it's like he's about to get elevated or might become governor, and it's just like, nope, he harassed me. Now y'all might say he very could have harassed her, but my thing is, why these women do this? These supposed to be educated, professional women. Y'all and y'all keep using that talking point. Well, nobody would believe me. Did you go to the police? Did you tell anybody? No, you didn't say anything. And then you say, well, I was embarrassed. Well, why are you not embarrassed now? Why were you embarrassed then? So you had 2004. You had what? Damn near 15 years to say something, and now you wait. I mean, I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. This is dangerous. And I keep saying, this so-called Me Too Time's Up movement, it turned into the Go After a Black Man movement. We just saw just a couple of weeks ago a worldwide, how a lie go worldwide where Chris Brown was accused of rape. And I told y'all then, I said, that dude ain't do it. And some people say, well, you wasn't there. I'm like, nah, I want you to use logic. And people need to start thinking. Black men who reach a certain level, they know eyes are on them. Now, every now and then you might get that brother who get arrogant and don't give a damn, or may never was raised right. But if this brother is working to do something, he know he got to walk a tight line. This is something that we learn when we little boys. We got to walk that line. And every now and then you might get that one brother that think, oh, it won't happen to me. Most dudes, if they got caught up in something, they don't want to be in front of the public eye because they don't want their past come back to bite them on the ass. Look, I'm sorry. I think it should be a statute of limitations. And I've been watching some videos lately of some celebrities, some black folk have been calling out certain behaviors or certain attitudes. I've been reading the comment section, and I noticed a lot of black women, well, I shouldn't say a lot of black women, but some sisters are starting to see how black men feel about this, because this is dangerous. Too many black men have lost their lives and their livelihoods based on a woman's lie. And I know we always want to say, well, the white woman did this. It ain't just the white woman that lied. Asian women have lied, Hispanic women have lied, and black women have lied. We keep forgetting that a brother was in jail for no reason. He was accused of rape in high school and sent to adult prison. And if old girl wasn't stupid enough to want to befriend him again on Facebook, he was still registered as a sex offender, and he would still be believed as a rapist. For hundreds of years, black men had to fight back against that negative image that we're sexual predators. Look, we straight men like women, like to have sex with women. We like to watch scantily clad women. That's how we've been programmed. We've been hardwired by society. But just because we like to watch scantily clad women or women in tight clothes when it's appropriate, doesn't mean that 24/7 we try to stick our penises into one. I've seen women walking around that should be objectified. I mean, that's what they want. When they put themselves out there, like I give you an example on social media, there are women who get in their bra and panties or bikinis or whatever, or don't have no bottoms on, or wear these tight yoga pants, and they dance right in the camera, and they know just they be grinding, they be making sounds, they be doing all kinds of stuff. But then as soon as a person leave a comment, you gotta respect me. Wait a minute, hold on. You being sexual, you're sexualizing yourself, and the man not supposed to look or comment, you're teased then. And this is why I tell young brothers, man, you gotta be careful when a woman tease you, you gotta walk away. When she say no, you can be pissed off all you want, walk away. If she try to act like she's coy, like, I don't know, walk away. If she talking about buy me some drinks, walk away. Cause she trying to get drunk so she can say, okay, let's go do this. Something that she wanted to do. Then she wake up the next morning, she's like, oh, I got a hangover. Why I let this dude do this to me? I'm gonna go yell rape. There were girls that I went to school with that I knew were fast, and they would screw anything within walking distance. And I'm like, oh, if I get around, I can get something. My mother warned me. Mothers know, because some of them, our mothers wasn't angels. I remember my mother said something one day because she went up to the school to get some work for my brother. Cause my brother went to the same high school with me for a short period of time, but he was sick, and she went and she saw some of the girls walking through the halls. And my mother said, them young girls gonna get somebody hurt. She said, don't you mess with nothing like that. I said, no, I wasn't messing with nothing. No, and then she said, stop lying. She said, that little girl came up to you. She said, she mess your head up. She said, don't mess no fast ass girl. She said, they get you in trouble, get you hurt. So I'm like, and at first I'm like, Mama using go hit like that. Every now and then she'll do it. Daddy will go there and say something, you know. But when the mother calls out another female, it's not always jealousy. But when she's talking about that type of female, I learned you better listen. And she broke it down. She said a lot of them, these girls got diseases. A lot of them come from homes that just messed up. A lot of them looking for a guy that's a family that's going to be giving them money. Kind of going to claim that they're pregnant. And a lot of these girls don't get pregnant. A lot of them go get abortions. A lot of them, you want to take care of somebody else's kid. She said, you don't need that hassle. She said, that's why I tell you wear condoms. She said, stay away from those girls like that. You're going to have nothing but headaches. Excuse me. And some of the guys I knew had headaches in high school. And then some of them dudes that grew up thinking no kids was bad found out there was some kid that was from another state or a grown ass man. They had 20-something years on them. You know what I mean? I had a former co-worker that found out a child wasn't his. But I digress. There's some women out here, excuse me, I'm sorry, who are sex crazed. And I'd be like, why can't you meet some of those women like that? But then you realize if they sex crazed and they out there screwing around like that, why would you want to be with a woman like that? Because then you're never gonna be satisfied. She's never gonna be satisfied with you. And when the moment you realize that she ain't what you want, it's gonna be an issue. You're gonna have problems because women across the board do not take rejection good. They don't. I don't care how nice they are, how good they are. Women do not like being rejected. Just like men do not like being rejected. But women are a little bit more emotional. We have to be honest about that. And this dude, if I'm not mistaken, this dude's married now. And what if the old girl came at dude and he rejected her? And she sat back and she waited. Or what if this dude, he didn't risen up and she don't like the fact, don't like his politics or whatever. Or maybe she just don't like him, because there are people who don't even meet people who don't like somebody. But my thing is to wait this amount of time to stay, oh, by I was harassed. And then you got people that I believe her. And that's dangerous to automatically believe somebody. Basically, you're saying that I believe this guy is a predator. I believe this guy is and let me tell you something, that's an insult. I'll be deeply insulted. Now, if I was just if I'm Mr. Fairfax, I'd be like, look, let me tell you something. You said, this is me. I would say, me and this woman was intimate 15 years ago. During the 15 years of my public life, you've heard nothing about me. This woman never went to the police, never told friend, family, anybody. Now all of a sudden, I'm like I might have sinned to be governor. Now all of a sudden, this comes out. This is not the first time this has happened in politics or in life when a black man, and you need to mention a black man because you need to understand their history. That a black man, as soon as he start to ascend or reach a certain level, the way you destroy him is say that he either killed someone or did some sexually violent to somebody. And what do we do as a society? We quick to believe it. Now, I'm not saying that women are not to be heard, but the thing is, there's a reason why in the system we have a statute of limitations. This is dangerous. There are innocent people being accused of crimes they didn't do, and all you guys, my word in her or her word against mine, and I say let's think about it for a second. Let's let this work itself out in the court in a court, not a public court. You know what I mean? Court of public opinion. Excuse me. That's what I would say. And I wouldn't hold back because like everybody else can embrace they gender or the groups they belong to. But when it's a black man, we just taking people ask these dumbass questions. Brothers got to stop standing up for ourselves because we allow too many people too long to get away with these type of things. And I'm not saying that black men are not incapable of being predators, but for the most part, black men are out here doing this on a regular basis. And if a brother is disrespecting you, usually these women chase after these type of dudes after there have been people around them who have warned them. Like I said, my mother told me what type of female to stay away from. Don't mess with one that's out here buck wild, just doing everything in the bedroom. There are guys out here who don't respect women's bodies and space, and some of these women go after them. And those dudes get away with murder, but the dude that he ain't like that, y'all quick to label him as a rapist or a pedophile, whatever negative. Look how they brought up Michael Jackson just recently. Look how fast everybody turned on R. Kelly, litigating stuff that we already knew. They doing this for a reason. They pander or mind screwing black women. They think like black women are the Democratic Party. Black women is the one that's going to say such and such. But y'all see how the white women in certain groups attacking certain black women, certain sisters that stand with black men. Think about that for a second. We got to stop allowing people to manipulate us. And yes, they're going to be black folk. They're going to go out here and cut our throats. But you innocent till proven guilty. This woman has no proof. She didn't. Look, let me tell you something. When somebody did something to me, and it bothered me to the point of affecting my life, I said something to my siblings. I said something to my parents. I said something to friends or cousins or aunts or uncles. And if I felt that it was nothing going to change or was nothing they can do, I dealt with it. If somebody violated me, I'm gonna let people know, like, mama, dad, that teacher touching me, that priest touching me, that a woman said something around me that I felt uncomfortable. We need to stop allowing people to pretend like they so naive to the world. Let me tell you something. Since the 1940s, there has been some type of public service announcement or campaign telling children and teenagers how to deal with adults. Since the 1970s, they had television programs that have talked about these things. after school program, after school specials, weekend specials, even TV shows. Police officers, firefighters, nurses have gone to the school. Teachers have had spent time talking about not in graphic detail, but they spent time talking about high school. You've talked about it. We've all watched the news. We've all had stories of somebody close to us that have been a victim of some type of sex crime or crime. We've all heard about that dude down the street being accused of something. And then years later, we find out it never happened. And people say, oh man, it's a shame what happened to that man. No, enough is enough. I'm watching Chris Hayes and them last night and Don Lemon and them. They basically saying, dude did it. Just because she said it happened, it happened. That is so dangerous. All these white men have been busted, got caught raping women, actually penis in them, beating them, standing over them. Nothing happened. Black men get accused on hearsay, he's the villain. He got to walk away. Now, if this brother did it and it's proven that he did it, then it's hell to pay. But right now, I'm giving the man the benefit of the doubt because first of all, we know the Republicans are behind the picture with the governor. They both webs both of these things came to light because of that website released a picture about the governor in blackface with the Klan, and then they said, this black guy gonna be governor. They said this white really, no, we can't have that nigga being governor. We got to find something on this nigga. All of a sudden they found something, and this black woman come for you. Yeah, this happened. The timing is very suspect, and even he said it. But then people to me said, well, he should have worded it another way. What else can he say? He said he didn't do it, but you got people who are supposed to be allies saying you gotta go. This is why I keep saying black men, do not align yourself with these political parties. Stop talking about people of color and other groups of people. Because when we get accused, they scatter. And a lot was never around to begin with. I'm watching that Hispanic dude who want to run for president talking about, I believe that the doctor when she said what happened. And Mr. Fairfax, he must resign. And Chris Hayes like, it seems like she's credible because she just said it happened. But you had a newspaper in them that went back and was looking and found out that that they couldn't prove either one of their stories. And Roland said basically what I and others have said, that the timing is suspect. It was like with the whole thing with Bill Cosby. There were women they knew that Cosby was never in contact with, but the media said, no, we still gonna count them as villains or victims. We gonna still play this game. And those of us who was from the start, like, y'all not paying attention. Y'all don't understand the ramifications of this type of stuff. Oh, y'all just talking. Y'all just think because he's black, he's rich. Because y'all think he's actually Heathcliff Huxtable. He's like a father figure, y'all. I already got a dad. I know what he does is make believe. I know that's a character. But what's not make believe is how easy it is to blame a black man of a sex crime. Too many brothers have lost their livelihoods, their lives, or their reputations have been destroyed because somebody said you did something. No proof. And even if they got evidence suggesting that the brother may have not done it, they still gonna go along with it. Look what they did to Michael Jackson. I guess everybody forget that the FBI said they was monitoring that man since 1977, 78, around that time. And they felt, and believe me, when the FBI's monitoring you, they tapping your phone. They know where you're spending your money, know where you're going. He was under surveillance. They had people, plants around him. Trust me on this one. They know. They came after somebody had to say, wait a minute, he's a celebrity, because they got files on everybody, especially that kind of money and influence. You had Tawana Burke and Kenya Barris who created Blackish and some other black guy there, they did a standing ovation. Yes, it's powerful what Michael did to these kids. And then I'm watching various shows when they talk about Michael Jackson. And Vlad TV, and Vlad got a mad on for black men. He got a mad on want to make sure black men be seen as predators. But people keep saying, well, would you let Michael babysit your kids? Michael said something about sharing bed with boys. He never said share bed with boys. He never said that, and they would never play the clip when he said, we explained to it in full. That's why Michael had a camera rolling right along Martin Bashir. And Martin Bashir, Hindu. Indian. What do you want to call it? Indian. He destroyed Michael. And when Michael died, he got scared because people was afraid that they were going to say, because everybody knew that Michael had a breakdown behind that. You get accused of something like that you didn't do, and people constantly making jokes and innuendo. And no matter how much you say you didn't do it, no matter how much people show or evidence that shows that you being set up, you still being called a pedophile. I told you, I said, it started way back in 2017. I was like, why are they bringing up Michael Jackson again? Why are they talking about Michael Jackson? And then they're like, oh. And then you got the documentarian. He must have believed, yeah, Michael must have did it. We gotta go find. We gotta go do a documentary on it. Who backed him up to go do a documentary? These dudes swapping down. Michael never did nothing. But once the gravy train and the state said we don't have nothing to do with y'all, all of a sudden Michael molested me. Look at Bill Cosby. He's in jail on hearsay. There even white folks saying he shouldn't be in jail. All them females that said that they're known whores. But I've been yelling for years. I said, this is how you destroy a black man. This is how you stop him from career advancement. Say he harassed you sexually. Then he's done. This brother ain't gonna, if he stays in office, he ain't gonna make it. The Democrats are gonna disassociate themselves. Like the one sister was talking to Roland, and she said, where are all the people that spoke up about his character and integrity? She said, where's Barack Obama them at? No, has Obama been silent the last few months about certain things? She said, all the people that was taking up for him, why don't they come out and speak out for him now? They try to save their ass. Because they think that black men are predators. And I'm telling y'all, this goes back. This is why I can't stand this so-called rap, this constant hype of masculinity. These movies and TV shows that got us always in some weird sexual position, trying to emasculate us, and we sit back and we take it and we take it and we take it. At some point, the straight, heterosexual, law-abiding citizen need to say enough is enough, or we're gonna get put in these categories. Because it's always the quote-unquote thuggish, criminal-minded dude. For some reason, he never gets in trouble. I'm like, wait a minute. They out here committing crimes. We know these dudes are overly aggressive. We know these dudes go from woman to woman. But the brother got his stuff together. Well, you know, he's not such things as put together, black man. That's an act. You know, I'm like, oh, okay. This is why some brothers say, you know what? If our community is going to act like these other communities, I try my chances. I take a chance. Whatever woman come along, if she clicks, we click. I'm doing. Because I've had conversations with brothers, and some brothers say, you know why? They say when some of our own women start to emulate the so-called, we might as well go out and put ourselves out there and mess with anybody and see who comes into our orbit. Because our own women are engaging in that behavior as well. We like, why are we discriminating against other women? I mean, why? Because if a woman comes along that respects you, loves you, want to be with you, she ain't on that shit, you're going to be like, okay. See, this is one of the reasons, and some of our sisters don't realize this is one of the reasons why some brothers take their chances outside the community. They say, what's the point? We've been raised to be around our women, protect our women, and some of our women are engaged in this behavior. And people don't understand how dangerous and painful this is. Once you get labeled a sexual predator, whether you did it or not, your life is forever altered. Now you're paranoid. Now when you go for a job, well, you know, Mr. Fairfax, you know, you was accused of sexual harassment, basically saying that you raped this woman. we can't support you right now. But I was cleared, or there was no evidence. Well, even though there's no evidence, it's your word against hers. So we want to play it safe, and we're not going to be in the Justin Fairfax business. So all that work dude did for nothing. Look how we let Les Moonves and then walk off to the sunset. But we let all these people destroy black men, reputations, and name. I remember growing up, I had like a little crush on Linda Carter. But when Linda Carter went out there and started talking about Bill Cosby and everything, and talking about he's guilty, absolutely. But then when people brought Les Moonves, she was offending Les Moonves. And then when it found out all this other stuff came out that was provable, she went silent. So I'm waiting for that news to say, today, Linda Carter, da 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 da. I'm glad that she ain't on Supergirl no more. I can't look at Linda Carter the same way ever again. And I might, she wasn't all that, but she was one of those first crushes when you discover you like girls. Cause of a little skimpy outfit. She had no ass, but she got a big rack and wide hips. But the thing is, she got on TV and yeah, Bill Cosby, da 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 da. But Les Moonves and the rest of these other cats, she went silent on. Now all of a sudden they moving on to Bryan Singer after all these years. They moving on to Bryan Singer. I said nah, because these people watch social media. They hear our voice. They see that black men out here playing out, black folks playing out certain behaviors, certain attitudes in Hollywood. But my thing is that black men are too easy to be accused of being predators. I said now and I say it again. If you have no actual proof that this guy did what he's accused of, then y'all need to step back and be quiet and wait and see. But this is and it is coming from the right, but it's also coming from the left. National Organization of Women don't got nothing to say when white men attack our women or do disrespect. But now they say he need to resign. And I say this to those of our women out here who do not carry themselves like this. Y'all need to start pushing back hard on these young girls who are being taught the wrong thing, or these sisters that are trying to use their sexuality to get ahead and manipulate people. Too many black men have been accused of things. And like I said, he could have very well done it. There are brothers out here who do rape, but when you sit there and like every time a black man does something, that's the only way they go. They never say that we stole money. They never say that we embezzled money or we said something inappropriate. No, go to that tried and true sex. They think that we're sex crazy. They think, I give you an example. I've had women bring up, yeah, I bet you thinking about screwing me right. And I said, actually, I'm thinking about paying my car note. And they're like, yeah, right. I said, I don't know why y'all think that men think about sex 24/7. When we do think about it, we think about it. Then after a while, we stop thinking about it. You bring it up and start talking sexual, then we think about it. But it's times when we actually ain't thinking about it. I know there are a lot of white dudes put their men thinking about it 24 hours a day. No. You thinking about it. There's a time and place we thinking about sex. Like I said, I've seen some fine ass females, and yeah, you might say some man, I love to fuck her. That's how people talk, male or female. It's till you act on it across that line. There's a difference. And like I said, 2004, and now you wait till this time to say something. I find it suspect. And you don't tell nobody what happened? Nah. Well, I was embarrassed. Yeah, but why you not embarrassed now? Well, because he might become governor. I gotta say something. And everybody on the panel, they did bring that. She said that is suspicious to say, and that's why one sister said you need to investigate this, because there been a few women on rolling old talk shows that have come out and said, no, we need to get all the facts first. And the irony is, guess who was working with this brother? Old girl that be on rolling, Laura Victoria Burke, the lesbian. They showed her, she was walking in front, and she was talking to the reporters while they was walking. I'm like, ain't this a bullet? But she was the same one who was out there yelling about Nate Parker and Bill Cosby. Yeah. When y'all go back and go look at the video when he's walking and she was right in front of him talking to the reporters. She works for him. See, money will make you do anything. Look how Lisa Bloom was going to go out there and defend Harvey Weinstein, and then it was about to blast, put the women identities out there and say, "Hey, you come out here and accuse him. Why don't we bring you out to the light?" But then turn around and was telling people we should protect the identities of these women. Yeah, you said they were going after black men because you don't want them to go in and start asking questions. That's why Gloria already and her work to get the laws changed to California, and where if you just sit there and say, "Hey, I didn't do anything," she's not telling the truth. They count that as slander, so they turn around and go around. They can sue. That's why them losses are pending in California. Because if they threw Terry Crews out and this stuff happened recently, and he had went to the police in a timely fashion, how those women still got lawsuits going? They changed the damn law. They make sure they change the law to go after us. This is why I get so frustrated with these young brothers out here. I'm like, y'all don't understand. We got strength in numbers. If y'all just start listening, you ain't always got to agree with everything we say, but pay attention to, hey man, you gotta be careful messing around with this person. You gotta let people know. Like me, I've said this before in videos. When I go out on dates, I'm telling my father, I'm like, "Dad, I'm going out with this chick tonight." "Where you going?" "Well, you don't want to tell your dad, but he's like, I'm going over here to eat with him." And say, "I don't know. You going back to your place with her, son?" "I don't know. It may not happen." But I said, right now, I want to get to know her. I want to take her back. And she's like, "Oh, he living comfortable," and get the wrong idea. Excuse me. Get the wrong idea. I tell her aunt, cousin, female friends, so people know. I go to places that's well lit. So people know you didn't see me in my vehicle. Somewhere with a camera. I know some cameras somewhere. Because I be damn. If somebody accuse me of something. Because it's just too easy to accuse a black man of assault. And people believe it immediately. White men get accused. Well, we need to get the facts. When we're a victim of crimes, we need to make sure we get the facts. So are you sure? I'm telling you right now, this brother, the media I can see it right now. They finna cut his throat. And not just black women, but white women too. Y'all's out there defending the old boy with the Supreme Court. But see, white women ain't gonna let you throw their men under the bus like that. Everybody, when they come after black, everybody join in. He need to resign, he just litigate, fight it in courts. No, you just destroyed his reputation and career. You publicly stated this man did something to you. Now you're gonna tell him he got to leave office after he bust his ass to get where he's at. That's why I don't always agree with taking somebody's money or boycotting. I said you mess with people's ability to live their lives. Now, if it's proven in court, you got evidence and witnesses and all this stuff that this guy did what he accused of, then yeah, you gotta step down. Yeah, there gotta be some restitution or maybe jail time. But my thing is, you wait 15 years. No, it's something more to this story. But like I said, brothers, y'all gotta keep your head on a swivel. Though. When a woman come out y'all like that, let's have sex. We had at a convention, because I'm telling you, these conventions, these females not around their boyfriends, they not around their husbands. I'm gonna go out here and screw like no tomorrow. I remember when I was in high school, we had student council retreats and stuff. We went on trips, overnight trips and stuff. Little girls come up, would knock on the door, come in. I ain't got no panties down. Okay. And some dudes bit. I'm like, and the other time y'all don't holler at us, why now? See, maybe I'm too suspicious. But I'd rather be suspicious than be accused of something later on in life and you sitting there trying to prove, hey, this wasn't me. But people trying to say, well, the Democrats, they yell. You should have to say, but those Republicans, they resign. How many of those judges got to let them white dudes get away with or raping these women? And what was all these politicians in the met? They said nothing because they was white. But as soon as a black guy, well known and not get accused, they all got something to say. Remember, Chris Brown got accused twice by white women, and because the fact it didn't happen, because that's they go-to. White woman last year ran out in brown panties saying a black man raped her. If the police didn't do due diligence, some innocent brother would have got arrested. This happened too many times in this country. And I'm telling you right now, as a black man, I'm getting tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Because the actual rapists are getting away with it, and the ones who ain't doing those things, their lives are destroyed. And this affects all of us, because now everybody looking at us like, yeah, black men, they can control their sexual urges. Brothers, we got to stand up and push back against this shit, or a lot of us are going to be doing a perk walk.